Crash test dummies may look human, but they're actually high-tech guinea pigs for a wide range of impact tests. So how do they make dummies whose form and structure mimic the human body? You're about to find out. Crash test dummies are designed to take some serious hits. Automakers use the data they provide to build safer cars, vans, and trucks. A dummy's anatomy is pretty simple. Beneath its vinyl skin, there's a metal skeleton made of steel and aluminum bones. Those bones contain load cells, electronic devices that measure crash force. Production of the load cells begins with a machine that shapes steel bars using a solid carbide end mill. Lubricant cools the intense heat and washes away the metal particles. Using a precision tool called a dial indicator, workers verify the load cell's dimensions to within 0.02 of an inch. Next comes the strain gauge, the component within the load cell that measures crash force. The hair-width wires that connect the strain gauges are so delicate that soldering them requires a microscope. The vertebra in the dummy's neck also contains a load cell. The strain gauge soldered inside it measures not just lateral and vertical forces, but also twist, or torsional force. The completed bones and corresponding load cells are laid out, but they can't be connected until the dummy's rib cage is complete. To make the rib cage, steel bands are bonded to a flexible damping material. This material was originally designed to deaden sound in nuclear submarines. It allows the dummy's rib cage to compress just like the real thing. A technician bolts the entire rib assembly to the spinal column and covers it with a plastic chest plate called a bib. The long bones and load cell forms are inserted into aluminum molds. Workers then bolt the molds shut and pour in liquid vinyl. The molds bake at around 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 to 20 minutes. When they come out, workers cut away any flash, the excess vinyl that oozes out during the baking process. Then, a technician inspects the components to ensure an accurate fit. This is no ordinary vinyl. It's specially designed to resemble human flesh in consistency and density. This gives researchers realistic crash data. Now, it's time to install the bones into their respective vinyl compartments, starting with this tibia, or shin bone. Zippers allow the engineers to easily remove the components after performing a crash test. A technician bolts all the dummy's joints in place and ensures they have a human-like range of motion. Using a neck compression tool, a technician lines up a load sensor with the neck vertebra and fashions the completed neck assembly to the dummy's head. Next, the upper body is completed. The thorax is bolted onto the pelvis. The head and neck assembly onto the thorax. Then, the vinyl jacket is fitted over the chest. Finally, the technician bolts on the limbs. Crash test dummies range in size from newborns all the way up to 225-pound adults, so that auto manufacturers can be sure their seatbelts and airbags protect everyone equally well. It took a full 12 weeks to make this dummy, and now he's ready for a life of hard knocks to make traveling safer for all of us. If you have any comments about the show, or if you'd like to